Ready? Hang on.
Yep.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Steve Green here. I got my guest, Jim Corbett, in the virtual AMA studio here. We're going to learn a lot about what Jim does in 1 second. Let me introduce him real quick. James, a.k.a. Jim Corbett,
Yes.
Chief Developer of Profit Servant. Great offering.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Sure. Love it. For the last few years, he's decided to focus on helping people just like himself.
Yeah.
With 29 years in the supermarket industry and ultimately got out of it. And in 2017, decided to learn how to use a computer. Well, welcome to the 21st century, buddy.
Thank you.
As most people know, he became quite successful in his very first program. Went all in, did it, committed, often the key to success, focus. And he learned a huge lesson. Nothing's safe. You build it, may not last. So he has launched Profit Servant as a way to help people circumvent that. So let's ask the basic question I think everybody wants to know. What is Profit Servant and why is it unique?
Well, Profit Servant is a platform that is virtually open to everybody. I left it as an avenue for people to, so to speak, shop for a safe stream of income that they can do and know that the guidance and the support, it comes to you with abundance. You enter the platform, you can virtually go shopping and find a program that might best suit for you, whether it be monetarily, passively, residual, education, health products. But basically, one of the stigmas on online businesses is, yeah, that looks great, but let me vet it. Let me make sure that all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, so it's not a pie in the sky type of thing. And I kind of did that. I beta test everything prior to putting it on the platform for safety and checks and balances.
Well, clearly we could say this about internet-based businesses, but any business that you put a lot of time, personal capital, financial capital in, and it doesn't go the way you want is a disappointment. But there's so many of these businesses that really don't have a very strong basis. The ownership maybe isn't completely trustworthy. So the fact that you're willing to invest your time, energy, to vet these things,
Money.
Right. And money. Yeah. Money, little detail. So how did you come up with this idea? What was the genesis, as it were, of Profit Servant?
Quick story. I retired in 2017. I had an injury from in the supermarket business, and I had to make some money, but I was injured. So I decided to look online, and I got very successful with my first program. And somebody took me under their wings, and they called themselves a servant leader. And I understood the servant leadership aspect, and I followed through and built that program to a massive group in 82 different countries, just by registering people underneath everybody else and disregarding the monetary value I would receive just from finding somebody. And I learned very early to build a massive team, you have to sacrifice the present for the future. And I did very well. I did it enormously well. I was set. I was living incredible lifestyle, and all of a sudden, everything fell through from basically a compensation plan that wasn't sustainable. So I started researching different products and services and groups, and I made so many relationships all across the globe from different services and products. And I found myself being very spread thin. I said, I could do that, I could do this, but man, it would be nice if you guys would meet this guy and you guys could collaborate and we could collaborate together. And that road never really, manufactured any results. So I came up with the idea, let's put everything on a platform where you can't sign up. There's no way to sign up on any of the programs. You would need to contact me to introduce you to whoever's putting that particular program on my platform, and so to speak, a go-to person. So I have the ability to do 10, 20 streams of income successfully, because when someone wants to enter into a program, I could give them a brief description, introduce them to the go-to person, and then be there as a crutch. Obviously, if they need me still, I'm happy to be there. But that's what I primarily do each day is I beta test programs and I introduce people from the platform to whatever they may be looking at,
Beautiful. So basically, you can match a person's interest to what might suit them, because some people may not want a nutrition company, but they'd love a financial based company, or some people might be completely the other way around, and everybody has an opportunity, which is exactly the point. And this is a comparatively new concept. And by the way, this is so aligned with the vision of AMA.
Yes.
Right? AMA's idea is let's match people together who have similar interests, who can work together, collaborate, use whatever words you want. Where do you think you're going to be with Profit Servant? Where's it going to go? What can the AMA universe and everybody else expect moving ahead?
Yeah. Well, at the moment, we are at the point where we just launched the site. We're getting a lot of feedback. We're tinkering with it, but every Sunday night we do an introductory to a new program that's beta tested that will be hitting the platform, where I introduce you to that particular go-to person. It may even be the owner of whatever company that I'm bringing to the platform, and introduce them every Sunday night. The beauty of the Profit Servant platform is, unlike a lot of other things where you have to sit through the same compensation plan and how much is it going to cost, and you have different factors, and it gets very redundant over time. The Profit Servant platform is completely different each and every week. We enter into another a stream of income, whether it be health, education, monetarily, like a residual income type of program. And you don't have to sit through that compensation plan. Profit Servant platform is 100% free. All you do is come into the platform. It is a free membership. The membership really kind of just puts you in a position where you will get a notice for that next product that's being beta tested. And when it's introduced, a lot of these people want to join groups, but they always say to themselves, did I get in too late, or am I behind the curve? What I look for is a company that's sustainable, that has a really strong foundation, that is bringing something. If it's a product, it has to be unique or consumable. There's a lot of great unique products coming out. Science is bringing us some astounding accomplishments. And I don't know if everybody's aware of that, because we're not out and about. We're not going to the stores anymore. We're not seeing this stuff. All these companies are going online and feeling that this is the best way to enter their products into the marketplace. And it's not a new concept, but it's certainly growing leaps and bounds since we've had the COVID crisis, So moving forward, you could come onto the platform. I'm sure you could find something that's just outstanding that could fit you. But at the same token, keep an eye on it. It's an ever-growing beast of different products and services that you may say, I had no idea that was available. Let me look into that. And remember, this is very important part, Steve, I want to point out. Each and every product and service that I beta test, I don't look at the compensation plans. I don't look at what's the long-term gain for me as building a team or anybody. I look at, are you going to get something that is going to be brought to you immediately? Is it going to be a product that you love? Is it going to be a service you love? Is it going to give you passive or residual income right from the get-go? Is it education that benefits you? These are all things that you need to get first and foremost. And then if you decide to share it with people, we link you in with the right person where you can have a team that will build with you and take your hand, white glove treatment, and introduce you to whatever you're interested in. The beauty of this is I have that one slogan where you can work 40 hours a week for one stream of income, or you could work 20 hours a week for 10 streams of income. You just have to train your brain into understanding that is possible. And through the Profit Servant platform, it's not only possible, but it's being achieved. Yeah.
Two things. A, love what you're doing.
Thank you.
Because what you're basically doing, I'm summarizing and I'm oversimplifying it, is you're basically doing the heavy lifting in terms of the research.
Yeah.
So that people can just say, hey, look, I like this, Jim. What do you recommend? Or Jim, where should I go? And because you're a trustworthy person, we know you're doing this the right way, they're going to get steered in the right direction. Somebody wants to find out about Profit Servant. They want to join. What do they do? What's the website?
Oh, it's really easy. Thank God the name came and it was available. YourProfit Servant YourProfitServant.com. It's that simple. You go to YourProfitServant.com. It will give you a brief description of what we're about, free membership button, and boom, you click on it, and you could do yourself a hard search and see what's available right now. This Sunday, we have a phenomenal program being introduced on the Sunday Night Profit Servant show. It's 8 o'clock Eastern time. Okay. And, essentially, you could feel comfortable by going in there. If you're from other groups, please understand, I don't sign up people. I just introduce people to people that would be in charge of that particular go-to program. I don't benefit by signing anybody up. So it's purely a servant leadership role. It doesn't cost anything. And then if you are afraid that you're introducing groups to other groups, please understand it works in reverse too. I've had incidences where people come in and they look at one program and they bring their group in, and all of a sudden they start looking at other things that are available. And not everything's for everybody. Just because you go shopping, you're looking for a box of cereal doesn't mean that you're going to pick up Kellogg's. You may pick up General Mills or Post. The thing is there's variety there, and the only way you could sign up is unless you are specific on who brought you to that platform, and I make sure that they sign up under whoever invited you to that platform, because cross-recruiting is not something that I promote or I'm looking to ever endeavor in. It's not my style.
AMA Live here. Today's edition, Jim Corbett, Your Profit Servant or Profit Servant, YourProfitServant.com. Jim, I want to thank you for taking the time today. We can just see you're passionate about this. It's a beautiful thing. I know you've put a lot of heart and soul into this. I've taken a look at it. I think it's solid. I think it's just a great way for a person to kind of break the ice in a way into finding out about some really important things in their financial life, and things are going to help them. And this is all ultimately about helping people to get into a better place, whether it's financial, whether it's health-wise, whether it's whatever level you want to talk about. Anything you want to leave people with here? Anything else on your mind?
Just one of the stigmas I like to take out of people is sales tactics, pressure tactics, and stuff like that. On the Profit Servant plan, you're in control. Nobody's there to sell you anything. It's not about that. It's not about pressure and getting somebody on there to give you a sales tactic in a pitch like that. This is for you to sit back, so to speak, like a library and just look at the different things that are available. And then when you decide that it might be something that you're looking into, you just simply reach out to contact. You'll get a hold of me. I'll set up a one-on-one personal Zoom with you, and I'll introduce myself, and I'll introduce you to whatever program that you may be looking at. But there will be no pressure at all.
Beautiful. All right. We are going to wrap it up here.
Thank you, Steve.
Jim, I appreciate it. It is a beautiful day. I don't know about where you are, but what I hear, it is a beautiful, beautiful fall day. So I'm going to get out of here, get a little sun.
Good for you.
A little vitamin D.
Yeah, vitamin D.
We'll roll from there. I appreciate it. Let's do this again, because I know this is probably the tip of the iceberg of your expertise and what you know. Please go to the AMA site, everybody. Watch this again if you need to. Jim, why don't you go on there, post up some information how people can get to your Sunday night calls.
Sure.
And
let me pull that out. I'll get.
You can do that. You can do that after. So that's what we got. Again, AMA Live. If you are an AMA member, you want to get yourself some publicity, get yourself some cred, as they say, out there in the world. Yeah, some cred. Yeah, here I talk to my kids, and I learned the street lingo nowadays. Just post in there. You want in. And we'll make it happen in 8 to 10 minutes. Jim went a little bit over, but he's got a lot to say. And he's an important guy. So we gave him an extra 3 minutes here. Steve Green here. Thanks, everybody.
I appreciate it.
We'll see you next time. Jim, thank you so much. So long.
Thanks, guys.